You probably clicked on this video because of the thumbnail, but listen closely, watch this until the very end, and by the time we hit the 1 minute mark your entire perspective on women will change forever. What if I told you that everything you think you know about love is a lie? You've been told that women fall for the nicest guy, therapist guy, or the best looking guy, but truth is that women don't love men, at least not in the way you think. They didn't fall for your face, your money, or even your personality. They fall for something deeper, more primal, more psychological. If you don't understand it, you will always feel like love is some kind of mystery you can't solve. By the end of this video, you won't just understand how women think, you'll know how to make them feel something so powerful they'll never forget you. Oh, and before we continue, I've got something special for you, a free ebook, The Female Mind Control Handbook. It reveals the hidden secrets to making any woman crave you. Grab it now. The link is in the description or pinned comment. Let's divine sign 1. Women don't love you, they love how you make them feel. Let me tell you a secret that most men will never understand. Women don't love you, not your face, not your wallet, not even your personality. What they love is how you make them feel. That's right, love to a woman is not a solid structure built on logic and reason. It's a storm and experience, an emotional high that she never wants to come down from. You could be the most handsome, successful, dressed guy in the room, but if she doesn't feel something powerful when she's around you, she'll forget you faster than yesterday's news. Psychologists call this emotional imprinting. It's the reason a woman can meet 2 men on the same day, one who says all the right things but bores her, and another who teases her, challenges her, and makes her laugh until she can't breathe. Guess who she'll be thinking? Gabbit that night. It's not fair, right? You could be the better choice, the safer option, the more loyal man, and yet she'll always choose the man who makes her feel alive. This is where most guys fail. They try to impress her with accomplishment, she try to convince her with logic, but men who women actually obsess over create an emotional roller coaster, a mix of tension, excitement, mystery, and comfort. They make her chase the high. Ever wondered why women always go back to their exes even when they swear they done? It's not because of who highs, it's because of how he made her feel. Signed, the more you chase, the less she feels. Let me ask you something. Have you ever sent a text and waited hours for a reply? Have you ever felt that slow burning anxiety, wondering if she's losing interest for anticipation? A man who is always there, always texting, always available, creates zero tension, and tension is what makes attraction electric. Here's a harsh truth: when a man chases, he destroys everything that could make her fall for him. It's human psychology. We don't value what we already have, we crave what one might lose. The minute she knows she has, your brain relaxes, and when her brain relaxes, attraction fades. This is why high-value men never chase the lead. They let a woman come to them, and when she does, they don't give her everything at once. They create mystery. They make her wonder, because the second she stops wondering about you, she starts forgetting you. Sign 3. Women don't want a nice guy, they want an unshakable man. Let's talk about the nice guy epidemic. You see, women say they want a nice guy, but what they really mean is they want a man who is kind but not weak. A lot of guys make this mistake. They think being nice means saying yes to everything. They think it means never disagreeing, never taking the lead, never standing their ground. But let me ask you this: would you respect a man who never challenges you? Would you trust a leader who always bends? Of course not, because here's the secret: women are drawn to strength, not physical strength, but emotional strength. The kind of man who doesn't flinch under pressure, the kind of man who doesn't beg for approval, the kind of man who can walk away from anyone, even her, if he has to. This is why women are addicted to stoic men: a man who isn't reactive, a man who stays calm in chaos, a man who, when she tests him, because she will test him, don't fold like wet paper. A woman doesn't need an other friend, she doesn't need a therapist, she needs a man who stands firm when everything else is shaking. Sin for love is a game of perception. Naturally, let's talk about one of the biggest illusions in love, the idea that people fall for each other based on reality. You might think a woman falls for you because of who you are, what you do, or how you treat her, but here's the hard truth: she's not falling in love with you, she's falling in love with the story she's created about you. And Herman, psychologists call this cognitive projection, the tendency for people to project their own emotions, desires, and expectations onto others. When a woman meets you, she's not experiencing you as you actually are. She's experiencing you through a lens of perception shaped by her past, her insecurities, her fantasies, and her subconscious beliefs. This is why a woman can go from being deep him in a different context on where he's too available, too predictable, too desperate to please us. Suddenly she'll start saying things like, he's kind of boring, I feel like I've outgrown him, something is just off. The man didn't change the frame, did. A woman's emotions don't respond to logic, they respond to the narrative in her mind. And here's where most men go wrong: they let that narrative develop randomly. With it any control, they don't shape how she perceives Then they let her emotions dictate a very once she mentally places you in the safe and predictable category, it's game over. So how do you control perception? Simple, you become the source of emotional contrast, unpredictability, creates fascination. If she always knows what you'll do next, she'll stop wondering about you. The moment she stops wondering, she stops feeling emotional highs and lows, create attachment. If a woman only experiences comfort with you, you become a background noise. But when you give her moments of deep connection mixed with moments where she's unsure of what you're thinking, she can't stop coming back. Scarcity creates value. If you're always available, your presence loses weight. When she has to earn your time, she values it more. Women don't stay with most logical choice, they stay with choice that keeps their mind engaged. If you can shape how she perceives you, you shape how she loves you. Sign 5, if she feels safe, she'll never leave. After everything we've covered, the emotional high, the mystery, the perception, there's an final truth about love that verities everything else at her core. A woman doesn't stay because of how much she loves you, she stays because she feels safe. Now I'm not just talking about physical safety, that's a given. I'm talking about emotional safety, the deep subconscious certainty that when she's with you, she's protected both from the outside world and from her own emotional chaos. Think about it like this. Women are naturally more emotionally fluid than men. Their emotions shift like the tide on day. They're passionate and obsessed, the next they're distant and unsure. The manipulation, it's biology. Their brains process emotion differently, which means their feelings are always in motion. In a world where her emotions are constantly shifting, the one thing she craves more than anything is a man who is unshakable. This is where the true power of Stoicism comes in. Most men think being emotionally strong means being distant or emotionless. That's wrong. The strongest men aren't cold, they're constant. A woman feels safe when she knows you don't break under pressure, you don't lash out when things go wrong, and you don't let her emotions dictate your emotions. Think about the most attractive men in history. The men women wrote love letters to chase for years and never got over. A woman feel like nothing could shake them. That's the kind of man women stay loyal to, the man who even when she's having one of her worst days still carries himself with grace and control. No, here's where most men screw up. When a woman gets emotional, they either try to fix her emotions, which makes her feel like she's not being heard, or get emotional back, which makes her feel like she has to manage your feelings instead of her own. Both of these kill attraction. The right move: stay calm, stay present, stay firm. If a woman tests you, throws a tantrum, or gets irrational, the worst thing you can do is panic. The best thing you can do is hold your ground and stay relaxed. This doesn't mean you tolerate respect, it means you show her through your actions that no matter what storm she's going through, you are the one constant she can rely on. And when a woman realizes that she won't just love you, she won't just desire you, she'll never want to leave you. Because at the end of the day, the women who stay, the ones who never lose interest, never stray, never stop being in love, are the ones who have found a man who makes them feel safe in a way no other man can. If you found this valuable, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on the strategy that put you ahead. Stay sharp, stay stoic, and let them chase